He says,
Hey, sis. You in your PJs over there?
yeah, 1 second.
Where'd she go? Oh, geez. Oh, there. Yeah. She's going to show off her blue ribbons.
The rusty stirrup prevails.
Yes, this old rusty stirrup girl with her 4 first-place ribbons.
Oh
You
my
big old winner?
goodness. That's right. Oh man, I thought we would just have to do a little tiny recap from last week since we talked about my first horse competition
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that I was in the rusty stirrup division,
Mm-hmm.
aka geriatric.
At least it's not the crusty stirrup, as we determined.
That's true. But we had a great show, and the highlight and funny bit was that I was waiting to do the walk, trot, canter, flat work part of it, and that's when everybody goes in the ring. And so it was the rusty stirrups and the short stirrups, which are the children, and they were wondering if I was going to be in that children division as well. So the guy's like, I'm not sure about the rusty stirrups. Hold on. And he like makes a call and he's like, yeah, Rusty's in here. And my trainer's like, Rusty, let's go.
And we were cheering you on from the sidelines, you little rusty thing.
You sure were. Thank God.
You should be very proud of yourself.
I am. And the reason why I'm sporting the 4 blue ribbons first place is because I was the only rusty stirrup that day.
You know, you didn't need to share that with our audience. They could have just thought you were a big blue winner.
I know. I just think it's hilarious. I'm proud of us regardless because we did have a great show, but it was just so funny that I was the only one. And you know, those blue ribbons, they count. I'll
They
take
do
those
count.
points any way I can get them.
Exactly. Got to fake it till you make it anyway. So why not?
I'm going to take these off now and
Okay,
put
you
back
can
on
take.
my top.
Yeah, put your clothes back on, please.
A phrase that has been said to us many times in our lives.
What? Put your top back
Put your
on?
clothes back
Oh,
on.
that's true. I'm not going to lie. It's not the first time I've heard it or said it.
Oh gosh.
I'm so excited because today we have Eden and Renny Grinshpan on the show, and she's here to promote her book, Tahini Baby. And you and I have both been making recipes from this book, and I just have to tell you, OMG.
I agree. Panty droppers
Oh my God.
all around.
I made 3 panty droppers last night for Miss Ashley and Uncle Dave. They came over to be my taste testers and to get some video content for me. We were dying. Like these recipes, and I'm not saying this to just because she's on the show today. So delicious.
I couldn't agree more. I made 3 recipes on Tuesday night
Okay, what'd you
for
make?
my friend Jenny. I made the baked feta and olives with citrus.
I heard Mom said that was incredible.
And that was like the day after she tried. And it was so easy. I have to say, this is when you read the whole recipe and maybe don't make it after you've had a martini. We were eating it and I was like, it's really good, but it's kind of salty. And then I realized I had forgotten to drizzle the honey on it. And then once I did that, oh, game changer.
Yeah.
It needed that sweet.
Yeah.
I made the halloumi, citrus, and fennel salad.
I
with
made that
Aleppo.
too.
Did you make that?
With the Aleppo honey. That citrus salad was so good. With the grilled halloumi.
It was so delish.
Yeah.
And then I made the pine nut and preserved lemon pasta.
Ooh.
So you know we love a lemon pasta.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd never really worked with preserved lemons, and they are delicious. Everything was great.
In addition to the citrus salad, I made the leeks with sumac, Parmesan, and pine nuts. And you like braise the leeks on the stove and then broil them with the Parmesan on top. And they were so good if you're a leek person. And then I made the total panty dropper eggplant schnitzel. You bread it like a chicken parm kind of thing. And then you make her, which is like, this is the point of her book, is that she makes all these incredible condiments that you can mix and match with different items in the cookbook. So one of her basics is the garlic tahini sauce. And it's so easy. It's literally like tahini, garlic, lemon juice, salt, and ice water, actually. And you put it in the blender and let it go really fast. And it makes this delicious, it's like hummusy dip. It's so good. You also make this spiced harissa tomato sauce. You make a combination of the garlic tahini and the spicy harissa on the bottom of the platter. And then you put the eggplant on top and then a little more. It is so good. And, I used every dish in my apartment making it. We were all just going crazy over it. And then I'm washing the dishes, just talking to Ashley and Dave. And all of a sudden, I felt my feet go wet. Like my feet were wet. I'm sitting there doing the dishes, like, what the hell? And I opened
Pee
the
yourself?
kitchen. I thought maybe I had, but I opened the cabinets and my disposal had completely fallen off the sink and water was just pouring
Oh
down. And this is
my God.
I don't know if we call this a kitchen conundrum. I mean, I guess it is a kitchen conundrum. It's not a cooking conundrum. It is a kitchen conundrum. Water pouring everywhere. I was like, oh my God, me. I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, and Dave is like, don't touch it because he's like, there's wires and there's like water and like, electricity. I was like, oh my God, you're right. And so we got towels and we like mopped it up. And I'm like, oh no, because this isn't my apartment. This is like my
Right.
friends. And so I called a plumber and they're coming out today. So I had to really, it was like a OCD exposure for me, let's say, that I had to leave my kitchen so dirty overnight without anything
Oh,
cleaned. I was
oh.
like freaking out a little bit because, I don't like to go to
Mhm.
bed with a dirty kitchen, but it was worth it. That food was beyond. So everyone needs to go out and get this cookbook. It is I promise it's different. It's like totally different from the run of the mill cookbooks that, you might have in your kitchen that are like very simple. This is like super
Right.
delicious and exciting.
What I love about it, and she describes this in the book too, is
Mm-hmm.
that it's kind of a mix and match. So, like any of these dishes can be served with each other. It's
Yes.
interchangeable. So you have kind of this like repertoire. It's like your wardrobe,
Yeah.
like you've got the
Yes.
basics.
Yeah. That's all I have
And I
these
just
days are the
love.
basics, um,
Yeah.
but it's great because I got to buy some new spices that I didn't have in my cabinet. And I did go to the Israeli market just to to live the full experience. And that was really fun. And so
Yeah.
thank you, Eden and Renny, for coming on the show and enlightening us to these new and great recipes.
I think it's cool that she named it Tahini Baby
Yeah.
because she explains that she is a Tahini baby.
Hmm.
And all these recipes come from her childhood,
Hmm.
being raised in Toronto, as well as spending her summers in Israel, where her dad is from. So
Yeah.
she was just raised on these delicious dips and the tahinis and the hummus. And I just think that's the cutest thing. So I'm kind of like, oh, I'm a tahini baby now, too.
It's fun to say tahini baby. I was saying it a lot last night. Tahini baby.
Too cute.
She's a riot. And I'm excited to welcome these girls. Tell our audience all about these two girls.
Well, I'm not going to go into too much detail because we really jump right into it when they come on. But all I have to say is that there is big sis energy in
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
episode
Hmm.
because these sisters were so much fun. The
Hilarious.
banter was wild and
Yeah.
hilarious and
It was hard
endearing.
for us to get
And
a word in edgewise. And with us, we're big
I
talkers.
know, I know. But they're great. We've talked a lot about Eden's new cookbook, Tahini Baby, and then her sister Renny lives in Israel and Tel Aviv, and she's a delight and such a character. It's just a really super fun interview.
Really exciting to have her and her sister with us today. And with that said, shall we jump into it?
I think so.
All right. I love you. Love your show.
Love you, love your show. Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
Hey,
You know,
Hey,
sis.
Hey,
Sis.
sis.
I had to. I'm sorry.
everyone does. We love that. We encourage it.
Okay, okay.
Which exactly leads me to my point is that Courtney, a lot of people don't get our off kilter humor
Mm-hmm.
except us. But I think I found our soul sisters of silliness because
Could
they've done
be.
some videos that have literally made me pee in my pants.
And also on their videos, their mom appears. So they have a very funny mama as well, like ours, who sometimes makes cameos in our videos. Joining us today are these beautiful and talented sisters, the Grinshpan sisters. Welcome to Hey Sis, Eat This.
Thank you so much for
Thank you for being
having us.
here.
Thank you so much for having
We're
us. Wow,
excited.
amazing.
This is our first time doing this, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, a
Is it?
podcast together? Yeah.
I love
Well,
that.
good.
We've had several siblings like that too, and everybody has fun. I will say that. But we are joined by Eden and Renny
Yeah.
Grinshpan. Eden, you're currently the host of Top Chef Canada. You also have your successful blog, Eden Eats, and now you have your first cookbook. And it's called Second.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
sorry, it wasn't listed.
Oh yeah, show the first. Oh, do you have the first one there? Oh, the second one there.
This is my tahini baby.
That's so great.
By the way, Eden, can I interject with an anecdote already?
Yes.
Please.
Because Eden, did I or did I not
No.
come up with the title? What?
When do you think you came up with it?
In Italy 3 years ago, we were
Was that
sitting
your idea?
having pizza. You didn't even have a second book yet. You were thinking like, oh, when I have a second book, I was like, it needs to be something with tahini. And we were talking and we were spitballing names. And I said tahini baby.
Oh my God.
Yes, I did.
Well, I want you to know this did happen in Italy, but I just don't remember you being a part of that conversation, which is so sad. You know
It
what?
was
We
me.
are one. I'll give
It
you
was-
credit. Renny named it.
Okay, thanks. There you go.
Giving credit where credit's due.
I'll give her credit.
Oh,
I wanted to name my first book Tahini Baby, but I didn't. So I had to have another.
I love it. It's a great name.
Second child.
so then maybe it wasn't me. If you thought about it
Well,
that long ago.
Because my book came out 5 years ago, Ren. It's called Eating Out Loud.
Is it like eating? Like
No, that would have been
EDEN,
cool.
Eating out
Eating
loud?
out loud. No, eating, like eating out. She's eating out loud. Just think about
Yes.
someone like eating a lot and like
Yeah.
yelling. So there's like food everywhere. That was the
I love
vision.
that.
Yeah.
Talking with her mouth full. That's what it should have been called.
That's your third.
That's
Got it
actually
here.
really funny.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a
good
good one.
title.
It's a good follow-up too.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
that's
first one.
funny.
How did this cooking journey begin, Eden?
Well, okay, Renny, what's that face?
I have another
Hold
story.
on.
Immediately.
Let me just start.
I
I'm
know
just
how
going to
it began.
explain. Let me go first because Renny obviously was a part of this journey because she was there living with me in our parents' house. So basically, I fell in love with food television in high school. I was a big troublemaker. I was kind of like the class clown and like didn't really do well in school. And so I felt like I think I was just more of like a creative person. And I fell in love with Food Network and it was like my escape. And basically, I started cooking. I actually started baking. And I remember the first thing I baked were these shortbread Toblerone cookies that Renny was obsessed with.
Oh,
Hmm.
yum.
And she would ask me for them all the
Obsessed.
time. And I got such a high off of being the one that could make that for her and also making her like so happy with these cookies. I feel like that was one of those things where I just got so much like positive feedback and I liked working with my hands and I just wanted to be around butter.
Yeah, that's really sweet too.
That
Oh,
is so sweet. You really
Toblerone's
took me
my
back.
favorite candy bar. Oh my God, I love a
I didn't
Toblerone.
know
Have you
that.
ever had a shortbread Toblerone?
No, but I love shortbread too. So the combo is making me really
Oh.
excited right now.
It is wild. You have to have it.
We're going to make it. We will make
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's delicious. And it's funny because I had forgotten about that tidbit about Eden's like beginnings into food. What I really remember is like when she says, I was a troublemaker, I'm like, stoner.
Oh.
And she's like, I baked a lot. And I'm like, you baked,
baked.
a
You were
lot.
I
baked
baked
a lot.
All
while I
right,
was
you
baked,
baked.
you know? It was like, you know what? At least I
Uh-huh.
got
Well,
off the bed or the couch and I did something creative.
But I'm just laughing because my memory of her enjoying the Food Network was me coming home from work and walking up the stairs and finding Eden, like unsurprisingly, every day in our mom's bed, pillows over her, surrounded by like 5 different kinds of open bags of chips, and watching like the classic 3 shows that happened
Ina
every day.
Garten, Giada, and Bobby Flay or something. Yeah. Rachel Ray, 30-minute meals.
Big
Exactly,
inspo.
30-minute meals.
She
for
was
sure.
really.
To us
Yeah.
too.
Same.
And Emerald Live, is
Bam!
that one? I don't know.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah.
Those, yeah.
But it was so funny because it became like very standard daily occurrence.
And Renny, you're living in Tel Aviv as a creative marketing director for a gaming company while also creating amazing mom focused content about your life in Israel. So how did a Canadian girl end up in Israel?
I was too good of a girlfriend, and I fell in
The
love
boy.
with an
Yeah.
Israeli, and I followed him here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Never
then
left.
I just like, we're still together. Like, I
Never
never
left.
left because, and I'm here with him still. Like, I
Yeah.
am such a good girlfriend.
Yeah. And you have
God.
offspring now.
Yeah. And now we have 2 kids. I have a 4-year-old. I have a 1-year-old. 2 boys. They're really precious.
Eden, how
My
old are
daughter's
your
going to be
kids?
8 in April, which is quite
Okay.
shocking. I don't know where the time has gone.
Mhm.
And my youngest, Romy, will be 4 in June.
Eden, I know that y'all have another sister.
Yes.
And what is the birth order and age difference between the 3 of y'all?
Oh, Arielle is the eldest. I'm the middle. Rennie's the youngest, and we're all 4 years apart.
The real reason that we're here today too, and that's to celebrate your mother, Momma Riva. On our show, we call all the moms Mama, like Mama Ashley is our mom. And your mom seems like such a natural when she appears on your
Yeah.
social media. So does she aspire to be a star like our Mama Ashley? Like she wants to be on every podcast. She wants to like be in the videos. So
Yeah.
does she share the same
Me-
aspirations of stardom?
You go first, Ren.
What were you going to say? What were you going to
I was
say,
gonna
Eden?
say, I don't think so, but our mom
Yeah,
is
I
an
don't think so.
extrovert and she's really funny. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
we all get our sense of humor from her.
I also think it's one of those things where she's like, no, don't put me there. No, I don't want to do it. And then the camera's on her and she's like, hello,
Yeah,
I'm
she
here.
shows up.
She shows up.
Oh yeah, she can
Well,
really bring it.
Well, where did Mama Riva grow up?
In Toronto.
Eden?
Toronto.
Oh, in Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did she meet your dad?
Ooh, it's a good story.
It is a good story. So
Yeah.
our father's Israeli and he was on his way to the US when he was 22, I think. And he stopped in Canada to see someone that he knew.
To see like an ex-fling.
Yeah, an ex that he like hooked up with in a kibbutz. And that girl was my mother's best friend.
Oh.
And he was on his way to Chicago and he stopped in Toronto to see this girl. And this girl had a summer job. She couldn't take him around Toronto. And so she asked mom to do it.
Nice.
So my mom drove him around and literally like 3 days later, they were engaged.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it's amazing because they met, they argued, and then apparently he gave her like an ultimatum and he was like,
No,
either marry
that's not
me.
then. No, what happened was
You're right.
Renny. So they were together and then he said to her, like, basically, like, we're gonna, like, this is it, we're getting married. He goes, but I have to still go to Chicago to see it. Just to kind of like, because I was on my way to Chicago, I gotta go and see it. He ended up going and then like he came back and she was like dating someone else.
Oh,
And
Mama.
he said to her,
Within like a month.
yeah. And he said to her, it's either me or like pick now, like we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then she said,
He's
yes.
like, either we get married now or nothing.
I don't know
wow.
what the actual word was, but like basically, and she
Yeah.
said,
I know what she says.
what?
She says that he said, if I were an impulsive guy, or no,
Really good.
that was
one,
another.
Ren. Good.
Yeah, whatever.
Now you're just making things up.
That's so funny.
It's a really sweet story. And this year they're celebrating 50 years together.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing.
You.
Renny, did your mom have a career outside of the home or was she the CEO of the household?
She did a little bit of both. She was a chartered accountant, I think up until Eden's birth. And then she decided to be a stay-at-home mom. Right, Eden?
Yeah. But she's on the board of a lot of organizations.
Yeah, she's really involved in she's like a professional. She's a master fundraiser and she is involved in a lot of charities.
Yeah.
That's an incredible skill to have. That is not easy
We're really proud of her. She's done so much good
to
for
help
the world.
others.
Yeah,
That's
to help
awesome.
others
That's
always.
really beautiful. Our favorite topic here on this show is the family dinner table. And obviously food plays a big role in your family. So what did this Grinshpan dinner table look like growing up? Who wants to take that one? Eden?
I actually want to hear what Renny has to say about
Take us down memory lane, Renny.
it.
There was not a single dinner time meal that did not end with us dancing, up and dancing around the table.
This is incredible.
Full
And like
performance.
performing and laughing and dancing and moves. We were like, okay, time to sit down and eat. Psych, let's like
Wait, I have so many questions. Did you play, was like music playing in the background of dinner every night?
not even.
No.
We
So
were the music.
You were the music. You were down
Right. You
dancing to
created
the
it.
soundtrack of your own making.
My like family time dinner was like basically the living, like the kitchen area was like our stage.
Oh, love this.
We were always performing. We come from a very like loud, creative family. All three girls, we just like love to perform. We grew up dancing, doing
Yeah.
plays, doing like singing and acting, and we just and we feed off of each other, and we're all super loud. Rennie's the loudest, and it's crazy. It's just a good
You know
time.
what? I may be the loudest, but our oldest sister, Arielle, is like the OG crazy pants person. Like
She's
she
crazy.
nuts.
Love her.
And love her. And we have every single home video is of her like getting her face up in the lens of the video camera and being like, look at me, I'm the best, and we're like, and
What an entertaining household. Did Mama Riva make dinner every night? Like, was this like you
She did.
sat down as a family before the dancing started?
Yeah.
And what was your favorite dish, Eden, that your mom made?
My mother made dinner every
Mhm.
night, and we were
Yeah.
fortunate enough to have dinner every night as a family, and we would eat together. And I think that that is probably one of the greatest gifts that we had growing up.
agreed.
That family time. My mom makes this lemon olive chicken. It's so good. I think there's
What
like cognac, tons of garlic, lemons and olive, and the chicken marinates in it for like at least 24 hours. It's her best dish, I think.
Love it.
My favorite, she makes a brisket on Rosh Hashanah every so often with like 40 cloves of garlic.
40 cloves of garlic, and she counts.
Yeah, I'm sure. Low and slow all day, I would think, on that
Yeah.
brisket.
A couple, and her matzo ball soup. Like, she's a Jewish mom.
Was there a worse dish, Renny, that you remember? Like something dreading that you would dread her making? Oh,
I
okay,
have
Eden,
one.
raise your hand. Okay, Eden, what was it?
My mom was fully convinced that making us liver with onions was like a family meal. And my dad loves liver, but my mom would overcook the liver. So it was like dry sandpaper, gamey. I remember vividly running to the basement and spitting it in the toilet.
Why do all our parents like liver and onions? That was, you don't know how many siblings we get on this show that are like, oh, liver and onions was the worst. Like it's a thing. Yeah.
My dad literally fucking request it.
To this day?
To this day.
Like,
I mean, like hard sear, salt and pepper, liver, and that's fucking it. And it is so hardcore.
Yeah.
get your dose of iron.
Mm-mm.
I'll
I
get it
can't deal with
another
that.
way.
Yeah, I'm not here for it. Eat more kale. Eden, did any of Mama Riva's dishes from growing up make it into your cookbooks?
Oh my God. So funny. You should ask.
Yes.
Tahini Baby. Wait, Ren, do you know what's in here?
No.
Let me show you.
Ooh.
My mother is famous for, wait for it. I ripped my book. Ah!
Oh no.
My mom's famous for her cheesecake.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Is that like a Basque cheesecake?
Wait a minute. I can't
It's
believe
not a
that's here.
Basque cheesecake. It's like an Austrian style baked cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
And she's known for this in our house. She makes it for every birthday. This is like her famous cake. She got the recipe from a friend like 40 years ago.
Wow.
And I put it in because my mom, she would used to come to visit us on Visitor's Day at camp. And she would bake me my own cheesecake and leave me at camp with a cheesecake in my bunk bed. No refrigerator in sight.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would eat the cheesecake in bed. And my friends are like, Eden's got her cheesecake again every summer. In the book, I called it like my camp cheesecake. But
God,
like,
that's funny. And how long
so-
would that last? I mean, that was it ruined by the next day. I can imagine the little beads of sweat like forming on the outside of the cheesecake.
listen, it's not a moist, wet cheesecake. It's like a baked, like you pick it up and you eat it like a sandwich. Ask Renny.
Yeah.
It's sturdy. It has this beautiful, like short
Yes.
crust on the outside, really buttery. Originally, it was pressed cottage cheese and cream cheese mixture. I couldn't find any pressed cottage cheese, so I substituted with full fat ricotta. And so you bake the ricotta with the cream cheese and eggs and vanilla. And it's structurally like it holds its shape. So you slice it out and you eat it like it is, and it's not that sweet. So you're just like eating it. It's like, ask Renny. It's the best.
No,
That's
listen,
amazing.
Eden.
You're
Eden,
probably possibly the only camper in the world that's ever brought a cheesecake to camp.
Except I became the second one.
Oh,
Renny,
God.
Renny, did you do the same?
Yes, Eden, I copied everything you did. Okay.
Wait,
I
did they give you a bag of cherries with it too?
no. Oh, yes.
It's all
Whoa.
coming back.
My God.
A bag of cherries and a cheesecake.
What is up?
And I'd walk happily back to my cabin.
Wait, ladies, you have no idea how funny this is because for context, okay, everyone at camp on Visitor's Day, that was when everyone restocked on like candies that they would put in their lockbox
right.
and hoard those candies and keep them for as long as humanly possible. Like you keep them there for weeks and like, and then like you become like, everybody gets jealous of you, like the longer you can hold out on like all your best stuff. So it's so funny because I also begged Riva for this cheesecake and it was like the highlight, like we were like, I would find Eden at camp and I'm like, Visitor's Day coming up, cheesecake time. Like it was like such a thing. And it's so funny to me the way Eden described it that brought me back. That like it was in your bunk bed. Everybody else was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You would think camp foods like should be non-perishable items. Like,
Everyone's getting Mr. Noodle and we're getting a baked ricotta cheesecake from Austria.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Right. Also, it's not sealed. So like the amount of ants and bugs, was that not a concern?
we
No.
ate it so fast.
We ate it too
Okay.
fast.
Now, would
Yeah,
you share it with
clearly.
others or it was like,
No.
my cheesecake?
I don't remember sharing, but I would share if
didn't
anyone
share.
asked.
No, not me.
I think we have a little sneak peek of the cookbook, so we might have to make that
Yeah.
cheesecake.
sit in some bunk beds and eat it. You're gonna reenact your camp days.
We're gonna pitch a
I
tent
love
in the
it.
backyard and eat some cheesecake, but like a sandwich.
That is so cute.
We'll do it. Well, now that we've covered some of the food highlights from childhood, I want to talk about drinks. It's way more fun. Does Momma Riva like a cocktail every now and again?
Oh, yeah.
Does she like a cocktail?
She loves tequila.
I was about to say, if by cocktail you mean straight tequila,
Oh,
then yeah.
okay. Because Mama Ashley likes a margarita several times a week. So she's more of a purist, you say, just straight tequila.
We'll have a
Neat or on the
but
rocks?
she does like a nice tequila with on the rocks with extra lime juice.
I like that.
Keeping it
Very
keto.
fresh.
And she's a lightweight too.
But that's even more fun.
Yeah, it really is because she's like, give me the tequila.
Yeah.
And then we're like, are you sure? And 10 minutes later, she's like, I feel like I'm on the top of the world. We're like,
I actually have a really funny story. I don't know if I should share it, but I feel like I have to.
You should.
You have to.
oh
You have
God.
to.
I feel like I introduced my mom to tequila. We were in LA once and we met a friend of mine and we went out to a Mexican restaurant and basically we all ordered margaritas and my mom and I had a margarita. And like 20 minutes later, she looked at me and she's like, I feel like I'm on acid. And I was like, cool, mom.
Did you also feel like you're on acid?
Wait, and since then, it's been her favorite drink.
Okay, I want to know what Mexican restaurant that was, and I want to go
Yeah,
there
me too.
immediately. Yeah,
Maybe that drink was literally laced.
it could have been. You never know here.
I have a feeling, having gotten to know you girls a little bit more, that we would have been besties in high school for many reasons. But I want to know, Eden, if you ever got in a lot of trouble with Momma Riva and how she handled it. Did you get punished? Did you get grounded?
I don't really remember getting grounded much, but
I
I
know why,
once
though.
threw what?
Yeah, because you were so good at like escaping any sort of blame. Like you were like a master of like breaking the rules and then like dodging the bullets. Like I just felt
really?
like, yeah. Yeah. Hello. That whole thing with like smoking your stuff into like Arielle's vents.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to need to hear about that.
Arielle, my sister and I had a bathroom in my room and we had a joint vent. She had a bathroom.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
For some odd reason in high school, I thought it would be cool to smoke a cigarette in my bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And
Mhm.
the reason I thought it wouldn't smell is because the vent was on, but the vent just took all the smoke to her bathroom. And so my mom would be like, why does it smell like smoke? I'm like, Arielle, why? I did throw a house party once and I got in trouble.
Oh, you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, only one time I threw a party. It was like right after like graduation high school. And like everyone showed up. People I didn't even know. Like it was a big party. And like a stranger drove on my parents' lawn. Like there were
my
tire
God.
marks on the lawn. It was
Mm-mm.
like it was not good.
That would warrant getting in trouble if someone drove on my lawn. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
totally.
did you get like punished?
I don't remember.
I would think if you were out of high school, there's not like much they can do to punish you at that point. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? I was too stoned to remember.
yeah.
that's
Kidding.
right. She was
But not.
elbow
But
deep
kidding.
in that bag of Doritos and
Yeah.
didn't care.
Yeah.
Were you a troublemaker, Renny, in high school?
Oh, I was a goody two shoes.
You were?
Eden was like the rebel, and I was like coming home from school, studying all night, really focused on my grades, like
Yeah.
brown noser.
A pick me, as they call them now.
Yeah. I was like besties with my teachers.
Nerd. She was a big
That
nerd.
is a whole new
basically.
word,
Yeah.
like whole new meaning of teacher's pet. You're like,
Yeah.
we're besties.
I was like
cute.
staying after class to be like, so Mrs. Like whatever. I'm like, what did you think about this reading?
Yeah. Let's dive into it.
Let's
She's like, I
dive
just
in.
want to go home and have a glass of wine, Renny.
She's like, okay, can this stupid kid leave me alone? Thanks.
That's
Eden, was Momma
hysterical.
Riva the type of mom to give you dating advice and when you started dating boys?
Oh my God. I remember when like I forget it was like a first boyfriend or something. My mom was like, did you neck? And I was like,
Oh my God, our
God.
mom used to say the same thing. The
what do you
necking.
mean neck?
What does that mean?
Like
Better
It's
not
a
be
slap?
necking with that
necking,
boy.
like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so weird.
Did you
It's
neck?
such a
I was
weird
like,
verb.
no.
Well, because you were saying that they're married for 15 years. So I was wondering, have they like does she impart any, secrets with you about a successful marriage relationship after?
Actually, you know what she says? She's like, happy wife, happy life. So
Isn't that the
all
truth?
her advice is for our husbands.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I just did a video with her where I asked her like the top 3 tips for a successful marriage after 50 years of marriage.
Uh-huh.
And she said sex. She said sex. And I was like,
It's hilarious.
okay.
You're like, ew, hold on. I just threw up in my mouth a little. Okay. And number 2.
You handled
And
it very well,
respect.
Eden.
I think respect was the other one. like mutual respect of one another. And then also, I don't remember if she said this, but there's a lot of like my parents really like they laugh a lot together. I think they have
Yeah.
really good communication. They laugh a lot and they also debate a lot. Like they both read a lot. They talk a lot about like the world and topics and like they seem really like in deep conversation a lot of the times, passionately. Like they really like push each other in a good way.
I don't
Yes.
think that's the norm in most marriages after 50 years.
No, they're really like good.
Really, really.
Momma Riva.
Yeah.
They're like
She's a
kindred
special lady.
spirits.
The
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
thing that she said, Eden, because I watched that and showed my husband and several friends because it was so funny. She was like, you know, have somebody that'll cater to your every whim. And she's like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of not kidding.
Yeah. She's not.
I do want to say about my dad, it's pretty amazing because what has happened entering into like more recent years now, like as the years have progressed, he started anticipating her requests like even more.
Yes, what a good man.
So he's such a good man. So she'll express something like they're like in the middle of eating dinner and she's like, "Oh, that light bulb needs to be changed." And he will stop eating. This happened, Eden, like last week. He like stopped eating, got the ladder, changed the light bulb immediately. Like he was not done eating his meal. She was laughing. She was like, "Manesha, I didn't mean right now." But he's really, really good to her. And she says jump and he's like, "How high? Where do I go? What do
It's
you
'cause
know?"
of all
Like
the sex she gives him. You see?
probably.
I feel
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
the last
yeah.
couple months, I've like spoken too much about mom and dad and their sex life. I'm like, it keeps coming up and I don't know how to deal.
I'm sorry, we can move on.
You're like,
Oh,
"I'm
that's
happy for you, but like,
hilarious.
okay, enough."
La la la
Cool.
la.
Be happy. Be happy.
Yeah. It's like when our mom goes on and on about like something, I'm like, I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
actually I've said that to my mom and then she's like, "Well, I need to repeat myself
Yeah.
for myself
Right.
to know that I said it 10 times." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Okay."
Sounds like our mom.
Hilarious.
Now that you are mothers of your own, have there been moments when you found yourselves channeling your inner Riva in your own parenting?
100%.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think my mom and I are a lot more alike than I even realized.
I feel very similar to her too.
I don't know, maybe like fiercely protective. I
Mm.
think I'm like that. My mom is like fiercely protective. Like no one can say anything negative about anyone in her family. She will take their heads off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She is
Mama
like
bear.
mama bear. And I
Yes.
think I have similar in that sense.
I think I have that too. And I don't know how much I'm like her, but I really do consult her for everything. Like I really value her opinion. So I'm wondering if maybe I use and exercise her opinion, obviously in the way that she would because it's hers.
Rennie's like, Mom, I farted. What do I do? My mom's
No,
like,
listen,
didn't need to know.
listen. Ever since I became a mom, especially with my first, like I think I had postpartum anxiety, and
You farted
I
a lot?
got exactly. No, and the farts
Yeah.
gave me anxiety. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what does this all mean? No, I really developed an anxiety around like sicknesses. So I call mom morning, noon, and night to be like, I have these symptoms. What does it mean?
No. I also just want to
Says
chime in.
this. What does it mean? Yeah,
Rennie, your boys have had a lot of viruses.
it's
Like
so true.
it is
It's
true.
so true.
It is actually true. It's like her son really has had a lot of colds. You've had to deal with, I feel like you deal with so many more colds than I do. So I think it's really fair that you have like a lot of those things and you're lucky. Mom has really great intuition.
Yeah, she does.
And like,
Her mom's medical intuition is
Oh.
so good.
I know,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I'm like,
And
Mom,
actually, like she could be like sometimes she's with me and she's like, "Oh no, like you need to go to the doctor, you need to take it and that." And then we're both like freaking out. But also half the time she's like, "Rennie, shut up. Like it's
Right.
fine."
Yeah.
Which
Right.
is what I need to hear.
So she was good. She was a good mom when you were sick.
Yeah.
She was a
Wow,
good
the
caretaker.
best.
Listen,
The
Ren,
best.
if you ever need someone to tell you to shut up, you can also call me.
Good to know.
Oh, good.
My mom really is good. Like when we're sick, she is so
Wow,
good.
the best. Oh my God.
Matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup and just the unending like support and presence. Like you do not feel alone for a moment with your ailment.
Whitney, I love
That's
Momma
so sweet.
Riva. She's the sweetest.
Me
She
too. Next
is
time I'm sick, I'm calling her
I
ass.
just love her. I love everything we learned about
100%.
her today and you sharing what a special woman she is. She's truly a
Yeah,
gem.
She is.
she
And
is.
we'll wrap it up by heading into some rapid fire questions with you ladies and learn just a few more
Yeah.
things about her.
Eden,
Yeah.
if Mama Riva was an animal, what would she be and why?
This is rapid fire. This is hard.
This is a new rapid fire we're trying
We're
out.
working it out. We're just trying it for the first time.
I have no answer.
No answer.
All right. Well, maybe this is not a good
Yeah.
question.
All right. Scrap that one. Thanks, Chad GPT,
Yeah.
for my new
What about,
questions.
what about a flower? If she was a flower, what kind
yeah.
of flower would she be?
A white lily, but it's only
A white
because she
lily.
loves them the most.
Okay.
And they smell so good.
I think this one y'all will have an answer for.
Mm,
So, what is like the weirdest home remedy that she has and that she swears by, like for a sickness or cleaning or something of the sort? Like, is she like a tea and toast kind of mom or?
She's a tea and toast mom for show. Always toast with butter and jam for some reason when I'm sick.
No, stale bread.
Stale bread. Okay.
Okay.
Literally, no.
Oh,
What?
oh,
No,
do you
I
know
have
what
one.
No.
You
Okay,
go. You
okay.
go. You go. Wait, what is it?
Okay. Also, when I have a fever, I remember having a fever, and she's like, heat exits the body at your forehead, the back of your neck, and your feet. So she would put a compress on my feet when I had a fever.
Wait, I also just want you all to know this. Renny has that thing where you like excessively sweat from your hands and feet. What's it called?
Hyperhidrosis.
Okay.
So Renny's feet, I just picture them at the end of the couch, just like draped in
Sweaty.
fucking sweat, just standing there with this wet schmata dangling
Also-
over it.
Also, I have supremely flat feet. Like a
Oh.
And they're just like
question of
these paddles, these
Yeah.
wet paddles.
Flat, wet paddles.
yeah,
That is a visual.
That's
it's not a good
hilarious.
look.
I can
It's
also
not a
see
good
you
look.
being
That's
like,
very dangerous as well if you get up too quickly.
Oh,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
you could
Renny-
slip and fall.
And my mom's like, lay back, let me compress your feet.
ew. Like Renny gets up and we're all just like hanging out. It's breezy, it's nice, and she walks away and there's wet footprints.
Oh, poor
I love you too.
And I'm like, how?
Oh my God.
I'm not mad at you for talking about this 'cause on a
Who
recorded
went in the
session.
pool and didn't wipe their feet? Damn it. Just
Renny.
Renny.
What did
Wait,
I want
what
to
was
say?
yours, Eden?
I was gonna say my mom always, okay, when you're sick, it's toast. The answer is always toast.
Always
Tea
toast
with
with
sugar
jam.
to settle the stomach. For some odd reason, our family always has stomach issues.
Mm.
Like
Always.
everyone has a really sensitive stomach. Like
Yeah.
everyone has IBS in this family. So my
It's
mom's
true.
always like toast, tea with sugar, toast.
Yeah.
Like instead of actually knowing what's going on, we're just
Toast.
literally shoveling toast in our mouth.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And
An
some
Advil.
applesauce.
Advil.
An
Applesauce,
Advil.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eden, you know what I think her saying is? If we're going back a question,
What?
I'm nauseous.
I'm nauseous.
Oh, I'm nauseous. Well, that would go back to the stomach problems too.
Potentially.
Guys, listen. Eden's husband,
Was so funny.
imitated the Grinshpans on vacation, and my mom and I were in tears laughing so hard because an imitation of us on vacation is literally just like he was just a slew of like, I'm nauseous. Where are the toilets? Where are we eating next? Oh, like we just finished eating and then we're like, hey, where are we having dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. And like zero sightseeing. Like we're
Right.
just eating going to the bathroom and talking about how nauseous we are. For like, that's what the vacations are.
Who wants to vacation with our family?
I do, because there's nothing more important than where the next meal is coming from. I'm sorry.
That's
On
all we
vacation.
talk about. All we talk
That's all we
about.
talk about.
Eating amazing food, running
Yep.
to the toilet because we're in pain, talking about the toilet experience. Then
Oh
the
my
next
God, this is our life, Whitney. This is literally like this.
Yeah.
We should all go on vacation together because I think we'd get on famously.
Great.
It's
Let's
so
do it.
funny.
My favorite topic is diarrhea.
Yes.
That's
We love potty humor. That is
Don't get us
literally
started.
best.
it
And so
is
does our mom.
literally it's at the core of our like family.
It's really
That's
sad
right.
because like Whitney's husband is not into potty humor, and so he has to like leave the room when we're with my mom because it's like all we talk about and crack up about and everything else. And he's like, "I'm at it, ladies. I'm out of here."
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
you have
Her
to like be
favorite
like
scene
born into
Her
it.
favorite scene in a movie is from Dumb and Dumber when he's having diarrhea in the bathroom.
The best.
So good.
Yeah,
Such a
it's a good
classic
one.
scene.
All right, let's have one more. Renny, what is Momma Riva's favorite cuss word?
Probably F-U-C-K. Probably fuck.
Okay, it's a
Good.
good one.
Right?
Strong. It's a good strong word. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's so funny? I think we like just like our family just talks like we have cuss words and we don't think about it. It's just like part of our lingo.
Yeah.
I think we all have
actually
potty
are
mouths.
pretty bad at cussing.
Yeah,
Like
we kind of do
cuss
too.
constantly.
We
Like-
for sure.
I don't limit myself. It's so interesting because like I try not to talk about like I'm really, really controlled about certain things I talk in front of my daughter, but sometimes I'll be like, oh fuck. And like she never repeats me. She
Yeah.
never even tries to use it. I actually think it's really interesting.
Yeah. My girls are good. They say flip for the F word. And funny enough, they say Grinch for bitch. They're like, when they're singing rap songs, they're like,
Oh, yeah.
and that Grinch, Grinch, and I am like, I just thought that is so funny. That was all on
They
That's
get
us.
mad at me for cussing all the time.
Yeah, they get
So
mad at her for her
Mamu
mouth.
cusses
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
I don't think it's cool to cuss anymore.
Yeah. Well,
No.
anyway. Well, let's get the fuck out of here, ladies.
Thank you both for coming on. This has been so much fun.
Yes, thank
us
you.
too.
Before
girls.
we get out of here, Eden, tell us where they can get Tahini Baby.
My new book comes out April 22nd. I actually have a link. It's tahinibabybook.com. And that shows you where you can buy it in the US and in Canada. There's a bunch of different links, but also go to your local bookstore.
Okay.
They'll be carrying it there. Support local. Make sure that you tag me in all your recipes. And I hope you enjoy all these vegetarian recipes. There's over a
And
hundred.
if you don't get it, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You got to go out there and you got to get this amazing book.
Yes,
and it's going to
sister.
be the best decision you ever did.
All right. Renny, where can we find you?
You can find me. Oh, you mean like my
Yeah.
stuff? No,
Yeah.
forget about my stuff.
Instagram.
It's Tahini Baby.
Her handle's
like that
Hey,
your
it's Renny.
Instagram-
And she's really
Yeah, yeah.
I love
funny.
that it's hey.
And
Hey,
your
it's Renny.
handle, Eden, is Eden Eats.
My handle's Eat and Eats, and also like I upload recipes online all the time, and you can find them on my website, eatandeats.com, and I also have a Substack
Okay,
newsletter where I talk about a lot of really fun things. It's called The Sunny Side with Eden.
Fantastic,
Cute.
ladies. Thank you so much. Go
Love
get
it.
that baby, Renny. And
Thank you.
we really appreciate you taking the
Wait.
time. Best of luck with your book launch, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
ladies.
for
It was
having
such
us.
a pleasure. So much fun.
We'll end it as we always do with I love you. I love your show.
I love you. I love your show, Court.